Okay, so this is the relay module for my Boss snowplow, my RT3 plow. This has been in the truck for 20 years. I've had issues over the years with connectivity. I've changed relays and the sockets get all green and corroded and you're at the point that you have to change everything or, it just isn't going to work. So I've found out that you can actually replace and repin these contacts if necessary. You can clean them up quite easily. So basically the trick to that is that it comes and there's usually a tie wrap around the back here holding all of these relays together. So they just slide apart. You're going to see, as you can see here, there's an interlock. So you can take apart all these relays, make them so they're just individual, because that's all they really are, is individual relays and sockets. So the relay obviously pops out of the socket, and if we look in this socket, I don't know how much you can see it on the camera, but it's getting all corroded and green. I've had dielectric grease in there, but this one is becoming problematic. Now, the only reason I have this harness out of the truck is because I'm changing it. I just moved the harness from the whole Boss plow mount. I'm moving from one truck to another. So I have it on the bench so it's actually easy to demonstrate instead of doing this in the truck, which I have done. So before you can get a contact out to clean it or repin it, you need to unlock this tab. So this tab is normally, if you look at these other sockets, you'll see the tab is in there, the white tab. And it's got a little button you have to push in on the bottom here. So to get this to unlock, when it's pushed in all the way, it'll snap. And if you push a screwdriver in here in the bottom, you'll see it if you shine a light in there. You can unlock that tab and pull it out. Once you have that out, you can then, what I want to do is get this connector right out of the relay socket and look at it and see if it's still good. I'll clean it up and reuse it. If it's no good, I'm going to replace it, which I have replacement contacts that I just picked up on Amazon. I've had those for years. So when you're looking at the contact, I'm just going to clean this up so it's a little more visible here. Clean the socket up. So when you look at the socket, you're going to see there is you can tell where the contact is, but there's a little indent on the bottom. I have a tiny screwdriver that I put in that indent, and you have to use a little bit of force, but you have to make sure you're going in the indent. So I basically pull the wire into me and try and get this now just in that little indent, and I push down on it, and while pushing down, you pull out, and there's the connector. So you can now see that connector, and it is pretty corroded. It's still got dielectric grease on it, but it's pretty corroded. So now what I'm going to do is fix that connector. So these connectors, if you look at the back of them, they have a little tab, and when I push the screwdriver in, I more or less bend the tab in so it slides out. So before I put it back, I give that tab a little pull out so that there's now some spring when I push it in that it'll lock it again. But right now I'm going to show you what I do to clean that connector up, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to clean this contact now, and I'm going to use some muriatic acid, which will take all the oxide off quick. You have to be careful, obviously. I'm wearing gloves and I have a face shield because I don't want to splash anything. And I've put it in, I have these little industrial syringes that I use to measure chemicals when I'm mixing paint, etc. So I just have some in there. So I'm going to dip it in there. So I can see already it's cleaning it quickly. You probably can't see it on the camera. So when it's done, I don't want to leave it in there too long. But I'm going to take it out. And now I want to neutralize the acid. Yeah, it looks quite clean. So I've got some baking soda and water in here. So when I dip it in here, of quite a reaction. You can see it bubbles up as it neutralizes that acid. Give it a good shake. Okay, and now what we have is a very clean connector. Looks very good. Nothing like it was. All the oxide's gone. So that's how I clean them. And then, like I say, I'll bend that little tang on the back out again so it snaps back in. And I do that with each connector. If you want, you can take a picture of the back of the relay socket or mark the wires so you know where they came. You can pop them all out, clean them all, put them back in. Anyway, that does a really good job. So now, because I've already bent the tang out, and when you look at the socket where that bump is, that's where the tang goes. So if I put this wire now in the back, the same way it came out, now I give it a push, it's going to snap in there. There, whoop, not quite. There, it's in. And now it won't come out again. So that little tang is snapped in, and when I put the white locking thing back in place, they'll stay there. Anyway, that's how I clean them, and I'm going to do all of these right now because I have it out. But if you have a problem with one of your relays or multiples, you'll probably find that cleaning these contacts does it. Be extremely careful if you use, again, the muriatic acid. You want to make sure it doesn't react with something. You don't want to dip the whole socket in there. It may react with it. But available at Canadian Tire and other hardware stores. It's not expensive. But you just have to be extremely careful. So I have a syringe. I just dip it in, and that's all I need. It does a really good job. But be extremely careful. You can also use strong white vinegar and some salt if you don't want to go the acid route. Just takes a little longer, but in any case, when I put this all back together, all these connectors are going to be like new, and it's going to work. Okay, so again, just there you can see just how clean that contact is after doing this to it. It's like a totally usable contact. It is not destroyed. It's very clean. Just remember to pop it in the baking soda and water, and I usually give them a shot of WD-40 when I'm done, just to blast any residue off and just give them a little bit of lubrication. Anyway, does a good job. So now I've cleaned every contact pin in this. I've pulled each one out, gone through the cleaning process. They're all just like new. They were all still very solid, just corroded. So when I'm finished, all I have to do is take this little lock. They're all snapped back in. I put this lock in, and there we go. Now, even if the pins come loose, if the little locks were to break, they can't come out. It holds them all in. Snap the relays back together, and you're good to go. Many times on snow plows, it's just one pin on one relay is the problem. And you can see this wire, I had to change that because it was totally corroded and rotten at one time. So I'm going to review that, but it's ready to go when I put it back in on the other truck. And anyways, you can do this in place in the vehicle. Just pop them out and be careful and clean them and put them back in. Worst case scenario, you cut them off or you remove them and you solder on a new connector. Again, you can get those on Amazon, different places, and put it back in, but your socket and harness will still be good as new once you do that. So worst case scenario, if it's completely rotted out and you don't want to go through all this, you can buy, again, relay sockets for the 5-pin relays that come pre-wired, and you could literally just line up the wires with the pins on another relay. They're very inexpensive. Another socket, solder it and heat shrink it in, and just replace the entire relay with a new socket and relay. Anyway, if you found that useful, please like and subscribe.